Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ. I thank God that once more we are alive. We never take life for granted. This afternoon, the 3rd or the 4th rather of July, I come to you with a very heavy heart. Heavy in the sense that where I come from, there has been bloodshed. To those of you who have been watching the televisions or the news outlets, you have been seeing what was happening in Zimbabwe. On Monday, the 30th of July, there was an election. So the people of Zimbabwe were choosing a new leader, and they were choosing parliamentary members to represent them. So what I want you to know is that the whole process was flawed. It was rigged. Now there are people I want to address specifically concerning the election in Zimbabwe. So the first group of people I want to address are those who were contesting. That is the president of Zimbabwe, the one who lost but rigged the elections, in Emmerson Mnangagwa and his cabal. I want you to know that Zimbabwe is not in your hands. You may cheat, have all the billions stashed in your accounts and in your pockets, and your children might have everything which they want. But you know that one day it is going to come to an end. Mobutu Sese Seko, whatever, he came and he is history. Kamuzu Banda came and he is history. Kenneth Kaunda came and he is history. All the dictators of the world, they came and they went. So I know that you may be enjoying power. Things are moving well. You have all the security, the cars, the posh lifestyles, and at the expense of the people of Zimbabwe. So I want you to know that one day it is going to come to an end. And the people you are oppressing, you are going to give an account of their lives. That's the first group I want to address. The second group I want to address is the MDC Alliance leaders, being led by Nelson Chamisa. Yes, I know that you are going through a hard time. You don't even know what to do because you won the elections. The people of Zimbabwe chose you as the people they wanted to be led by. But you know the system that in Zimbabwe there is dictatorship. Those soldiers, you saw them shooting people yesterday. So I have a message for you, Mr. Nelson Chamisa. Don't give up. Don't despair. Just try to calm down the people of Zimbabwe. And I have also a message to the people of Zimbabwe. Why do I have a message? I'm not saying I have a message from God or from what. I have just a message as a child of God who comes from Zimbabwe. I don't want to take myself as somebody who is special this or special apostle or somebody who dines with God or I have supper with angels. I am not like that. I am just an ordinary brother from Zimbabwe who wants to see that things in Zimbabwe are well. So my sympathy goes to you guys, Nelson Chamisa, Tendai Biti, and all the other leaders who were opposing the cabal. And thirdly, I want to address the people of Zimbabwe. The beginning of this month of August, I think we must honestly say that has been one of the toughest times to handle as Zimbabweans. You know, when I knew what was happening from Sunday, when I saw Robert Mugabe deceiving the people of Zimbabwe, yes, when you saw Mugabe pretending to be standing with Chamisa, it was a trap. Yes, I say it again. It was a trap to trap the people of Zimbabwe. Can I ask you, my brothers and sisters from Zimbabwe? A man who has been oppressing you for more than 37 years. Now you are clapping hands for him after only 7 months of leaving power, and you think he is on your side. Things don't work that way. That was a trap between Mnangagwa and Mugabe. Who is protecting Mugabe? Oh, what is the difference between Mnangagwa and Robert Mugabe's fate? If Mnangagwa today was to be dethroned, Mugabe squarely knows that he is in trouble. So what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to tell you that these people can deceive. So I've addressed Mnangagwa and his cabal. I've addressed the members of the opposition who won the election, but it was rigged. And then I've addressed our brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe. So now, the thing which now I want to focus on is there are people who have been giving the people of Zimbabwe false hope. These people have been calling themselves the prophet. Some were saying the opposition is going to take over. Nelson Chamisa will be the new leader after the 1st of July or the 1st of August. And all these people have been lying to the people of Zimbabwe. So now I have just listed some few names. The reason why I listed these, because these were very specific in their lies. There's a false prophet from Zimbabwe who is stationed in Canada. His name is Tom Tirivangani. People of Zimbabwe, be warned about this wolf. He's a liar. If you go on YouTube and you say Tom Tirivangani prophecy Zimbabwe, his name will come out. He was saying by this time, the beginning of August, Nelson Chamisa is going to be the new leader of Zimbabwe. And you know, you and me, we know that he was lying. And there is a young man. This one is very tricky because he can say two things in one statement. He can say something about yesterday and say something about tomorrow in one word, and he will leave you floating in the air because you can't read what he is saying. This young man is called Talent Chiwenga. He's also from Zimbabwe. He's a false prophet. He started as an apostle, crushing other false prophets like Makandiwa, Magaya, Utaunashe, and all the other wolves operating in the country of Zimbabwe. He was exposing them. But of late, he has been telling the people that he also is a prophet. And he prophesied that Chamisa was going to take over at 40. And I know that he's going to have some issues with what I am saying. And I have already dealt with him. And I've shown him that he is a liar. And then one of the false prophets is from Malawi. He has been telling the people of Zimbabwe that change is coming. He is based in South Africa. He's called Shepherd Bushiri or Bushiri, whatever. Oh, I think you know this one. Many people know about him. And then there is one who is very calm and very, very, very secretive. But all the same, he's a wolf. His name is called Ndlovu. I think he comes from Matebele somewhere in Bulawayo, but I don't know where he's based. This one, I think I have to address him in my mother language. Lalela baba Ndlovu. Ganti nani bantu bagiti, why seli gadisa abantu bagiti? Sije, sikamtwagazi. Why are you lying to your brothers? Giving them a false hope. Taking money from ZANU-PF so that you can deceive the people of God through your complicated statements which come as prophecy, but it's poor political analysis. Why do you do that? Ukwenzelani Ndlovu ukwenza izinto ezinje so. Lawe bakithi. Siyakhala abantu beZimbabwe lawo ubhizi uthatha izimali zezanu uqambela abantu amanga. Please stop it. I know people don't know what I'm talking about. This is the guy called Ndlovu. He prophesied about a man taking over from Mugabe. And he said that man has got a name which comes hand in hand with a city in Australia, and he was meaning Sydney. And we all know that he was talking of Sidney Sekeramai. And what was he saying this Ian Ndlovu? He was saying Sidney Sekeramai is going to take over Mugabe. And we all know that he lied. Instead of Sidney Sekeramai taking over, who took over? It was Emmerson Mnangagwa. So it was a lie. And then now he is even lying again. He says, hey, I saw that there was going to be bloodshed, blah, 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 blah. And the people are following that rubbish. And then I am not going to talk about the many Nigerians, you know. And the other many false prophets, people like Makandiwa, some silent ones now like Utaunashe, who are just silent but supporting the evil system of ZANU-PF. What am I trying to say, to tell you, brothers and sisters? I'm just trying to tell you that let us be aware of wolves. These people calling themselves prophets, they are just there to deceive you so that they can have numbers in their churches and get a lot of money. Some of them, they are even getting money directly from ZANU-PF so that they can sway people's moods, sway people's attitudes, sway spiritual dimensions of Zimbabwe so that they can test the waters and tell people lies that don't do this, don't do that because you're going to lose or you're going to win. What am I saying? I am saying the elections of Zimbabwe were rigged. I am saying Tom Tirivangani from Canada is a false prophet. I am saying Talent Chiwenga from Harare is a false prophet and apostle. And I am saying Shepherd Bushiri from Malawi is a false prophet. And I am saying Ian Ndlovu is a false prophet. And many other prophets who were prophesying about the opposition taking over. Brothers and sisters from Zimbabwe, bazalwane vathandekayo amazinodiwa, we have gone through a lot of painful experiences with ZANU-PF. But one thing I can tell you is that everything comes to an end. I don't wish the death of anyone. I don't wish the death of Emmerson Mnangagwa. I don't wish the death of Robert Mugabe. I don't wish the death of Chiwenga, the army commander, come vice president today. I wish God to protect you so that one day you can repent and that you don't die and go to hell. The billions, the millions you are protecting, the cars, the flamboyant lifestyle, the opulence, the razzmatazz which comes with the power will end. The monies you have looted, you are not going to take them, Chiwenga. Mnangagwa, the money you looted, you are not going to take it. And remember, there is blood in your hands. The people of Nkai, abantu basenkai, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu basecholocho, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu baselupani, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu basembembesi, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu basenyathi etake mine, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu basebhinga nyama Ndlovu, vayakhala Mnangagwa. Abantu basePlamti Gwanda, abangela mathuna abafelwa izihlobo labafayo vayakhala. The blood of the people of Matebelele and Mnangagwa is crying like the blood of Cain, of Abel. So what am I trying to tell you, Mnangagwa? You don't have peace in your life. You may rig, you may shoot people, you may think you have power in your hands, but one day you are going to stand before the King of Kings, before God, and you are going to confess that Jesus is Lord. And all you prophets, people like you, Utaunashe, people like Ezekiel Kuti, People like Musindo and all the false prophets who are bootlickers. May I remind you that all the people you are deceiving, enjoying their money, one day you are going to stand before God. People are crying. The country is not in good shape, but you continue as if nothing is happening. Thank you. D.